now have a curly tail, and it can never be removed. It's
No, the drawback might be like, but now you're overcome with Norn's power and you go berserk.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Ideal.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, would that really even be a drawback for him?
Might not for him.
No.
Can
For the
you
rest
hear
of the
me
party.
now?
Ooh.
How about now? I don't know why either, because I'm speaking really loudly right now.
But you're probably picking up on my mic.
Okay, so it's plugged in.
Yep. Yeah, I should be plugged into
And
3.
we follow the cable to. Yes, you should be plugged into 3.
Can you hear me now?
Huh.
But I'm really loud.
Do you hear that? That's odd.
I guess the mic just doesn't like me. Here, let me go a little
You
bit.
just put it in your mouth.
Can you hear me now?
Also, I guess we're live.
Could be.
Oh, hey.
We are.
Okay.
We're sort of warming up.
I can't believe you've done
That's
this
what
to
we
us,
do.
Tuck.
Hello, folks. Welcome to our pre-show.
Yeah.
What if I was like picking my nose?
Yeah. Josh was doing all sorts of disgusting things that he likes to do.
Yeah.
Well,
All the time.
maybe you shouldn't.
Clearly.
We should do a quick
I was about to say, do we all sound good?
Check.
check.
Heck yes, we do.
Check.
Chicka, chicka, chick, chick.
It's me, your boy, Jacobin.
Oh, okay.
It's a you, a Jacob.
It's
Okay.
me, Jacobin.
All right.
This was my real accent the whole time.
No, it wasn't.
I totally faked you all out.
Yes.
It was not.
I can't say please enough to that.
So, we all good then?
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
We're never all good,
I'm not sure
but
if
we can
Jacobin's
start,
good,
I think.
but he's ready to go.
Jacobin is lawful neutral.
Yep. Is he?
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's,
No, I'm not
he's
chaotic.
lawfully chaotic neutral.
He is true neutral.
I'm neutral,
Batman.
Neutral good.
He is Batman.
I might go for neutral. Good.
He's the 10th alignment.
Batman.
Batman.
I like it.
So, welcome everyone to Tales of Jemmora: The Kraken's Wake, a D&D show where we are absurd to the fullest degree. I am your dungeon master for this evening, Sean Hayes, and to introduce the players, to the DM's left, robotic golem-like performer Twixen.
Hello.
Played by Sean Robbins. Jacob and Stainthorpe, resident hammer bro,
You will be smitten by my hammer.
Oh, I already am.
I know.
played by Josh York.
Wow.
To the DM's near right, swamp speaker, treasure grabber, and apparently,
Allower of the party to die.
Swiper, no swiping.
and apparently, yeah, blizzard summoning on top of party, Tyron Kai Rotscale,
Hi, my name is Josh. I have an RPG problem.
played by Josh Carty.
You can't do it as often as you'd like. I mean, that's the problem.
That
It's a
is
very
the
serious problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And the party's resident, totally not a cleric, but maybe actually a cleric.
Cleric by another name is still a cleric.
Yeah.
It's true.
Zarin Brightmoor, played by
Zarin.
Wait,
Matt
what?
Tucker.
Zarin.
Yes.
Did we get that last time? Did
We
get
totally
the Zarin?
did.
We
I
did.
got the Brightmoor. Did we get
yeah.
Zarin?
I think it came right at the very end.
Bright more or
When-
don't bright
when
at all?
Everybody was too focused on Jacob and trying to teleport and avoiding the monologue.
After your monologue, I want to hit you with the hammer.
Avoiding dialogue.
I misty stepped and interrupted your monologue.
A monologue that was crafted specifically. It wasn't a monologue so much as a dialogue, but speaking that was crafted
it was
As
a
an
monologue.
homage.
specifically for you.
What does it matter?
Not for Jacobin, For you.
For you,
For
Josh,
me.
the player.
For me.
Yes.
Yes,
Because I heard you like Castlevania.
Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis. So, last session, the party,
Metal Gear.
the party's in pretty rough shape right now.
Yeah.
A lot of maximum hit point loss. Our fifth player,
New maximum.
resident,
Oh, boy.
totally not a barbarian, May, played by Courtney Boland. Totally not a barbarian. Courtney is at Denver Pop Culture Con promoting the show to basically anybody that is willing to stop and get a card from her.
There we go.
So rest assured, your rogue turned into a giant snapping turtle will be in good hands
Until I drop concentration.
by me. Yes.
Yeah, well,
So
Then you're gonna die. I'm sorry.
sorry.
yes. So last session, basically, you guys finally got into the throne room. Surprise! It was empty.
I'm very surprised by that.
So shocked.
Yeah.
Very
No.
surprised.
However, it does lead up into basically the Queen's suite, where and another hallway.
Queen, I thought this was a democracy.
Twillin is most decidedly not a democracy.
I was
Oh yeah.
Carry on.
Well, as of right now, it's kind
Help,
of a
help, I'm being repressed.
it's kind of a
Bloody peasant!
military dictatorship right now. Kind of, a little bit. So, got into the Queen's suite, where upon you discovered that the commanders behind the undead forces are none other than your companion Seraph's siblings, who have now proclaimed themselves the Darkmoors.
Because they're completely unimaginative and lame.
Pretty much. I mean, their names are also Dominus and Angelique from, before they were turned into vampires. They also said something about how they're using the undead to fight the Fae, so who knows about that?
See this as an absolute win.
Less than dead and less day.
Yep. So, we're going to start things right. Oh, also, should explain. We are introducing a new mechanic that we're going to try out, but I would like to make a core part of Tales of Jemmora, being a game that I want focused around like storytelling, because it's in the name. Everybody has a plot coin, and each session, all the players are going to get a plot coin. That's mildly disturbing.
You mildly?
Mildly. They can spend that coin at any time to interject and dictate that something happens.
I'd
Nothing.
like to stop you right there and say that something happens.
Something is definitely going to happen when this session starts. Don't worry. Don't worry. Nothing too outrageous, and we're all kind of in just a sort of agreement out of respect for one another to not do anything that would no god moding, as it were, as that's just poor form. But
It's supposed to enhance the story, not
Yeah.
ruin the story.
I also get to introduce a complication to this sort of detour that we take, just to spice things up a little bit. And sort of the more outrageous the detour, the more outrageous the complication. So that also serves as a limiter of okay, and I don't know what the complication's going to be. How much do I want to risk? It's also not required that you spend a plot coin during the session, so it's entirely up to you whether you do or not. But it could be anything. It could be something as simple as, yeah, that attack doesn't actually crit me, and I might say, well, okay, but it knocks you over, kind of a thing. Or it might be that it misses me entirely, or I make that save, or try and be a little narrative
I
about
think
it.
I know that guy.
Yeah, I think I know that guy. Or, yeah, I'm going to convince this NPC to do what I say.
So that's how
I mean, that's how
Jacobin's coin is going to be used every session.
I mean, that's how Jacobin's inspiration was previously used.
That's true.
Or it might be, I suddenly remember something about this. or I talk to the water spirits and they give me guidance on this, or things like that. It might be things like, this fireball. I actually find there's like some barrels and stuff that I am able to duck behind and take no damage, kind of a thing. So.
Oof, that's pretty powerful.
You get to only do it once.
It's still strong.
It is strong, but I think at this point you guys might have earned a bone or two. So
The problem is you're now in the barrel and it's on fire.
potentially, yeah. The problem is you are now surrounded by fire. So good luck. So now that we've set the stage for that, I do believe that it is perhaps time to roll initiative. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten where we actually left off. And I
Wow,
will-
starting this off big money.
Woof.
Shaking out the awful to start the game early.
Things fast, I want one.
I love it.
Woof, woof, woof indeed.
You are
Welcome to
not
Woof
starting
City.
gameplay well there, D20.
I don't think anybody's is,
Oh dear.
including the baddies.
Pretty okay.
You gotta warm it up, that's all.
Oh, actually one did. Okay, never mind. All right.
Did
Initiative
everyone
results.
stretch their dice?
Anybody have 20 or higher? Okay. 15 to 20.
18.
18.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, man.
So
I'll take it.
Twixen is going second in the initiative order. Let's see, what was it? 10 to 15. Woof. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
It's like I'm looking into a mirror from last
5 to 10.
8.
5.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't raise your hand yet.
No, I have not. No, I have not.
Just checking.
And 0 to 4.
Sorcerers.
3.
Known for
Okay,
their-
that's still before
Dexterity. That's true.
Tortoise Courtney.
Yeah.
Tortoise Meg.
And you still got your Spotlight of Doom, so.
Yes. So you have Dawn active.
Yes,
Yeah, we need to keep
I was
them
going
in
to
that, by the
ask,
way.
since we've used some narrative time.
We're gonna say
How
duration.
much-
Duration starts now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, also relevant is Jacobin gets a surprise round. So he just. So
He
basically,
ain't having none of this talk.
so the way this works is it's
I'm sick of the things coming out of your mouth. I think they're
Yeah.
called words.
so. So
I do not
to
like
set
your
the scene,
mouth words.
this is a fairly large sort of bedroom suite. There are you see two sort of opulent cabinets that flank the queen's bed that are open, and you see they're like padded on the inside of these cabinets, not unlike as if they were coffins. There is a room off to the right that is sort of like a bath suite, so like a private bath would be for the queen. There are a number of small tables, chests, and stuff that you would normally find in like somebody's a large bed chamber. Dawn basically fills up almost the entirety of the chamber, where basically Jacobin and the two Darkmoors are just in the outskirts of it. Keep in mind that Dawn only does damage at the end of your turn, so you can sort of run in, like pop, pop, and then run back out, and you will not suffer any radiant damage, as it does hit all creatures. So, except for you.
I love how okay this party is with like not caring about their AoEs.
It's great. I love it.
I love it too. It's
I
pretty
love
awesome.
it. So,
Worth it.
So Jacobin,
Yeah.
which of the dark? So to again re-describe Angelique and Dominus.
Yeah.
Angelique is wearing sort of long black robes and carries a staff, and Dominus wears armor and wields a large greatsword.
Are you trying to subvert?
I need to decide as to who you teleported
I
behind.
know. The robe one.
Okay, so Angelique.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so go ahead and do your turn.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I am going to, first things first,
Yeah.
cast haste on myself.
Okay.
Very hasty.
Now he's a very quick hammer boy.
Next, with my bonus action, vow of enmity on her.
Okay. Oh, interesting. So you weren't going to go right into smiting. Oh well, you still can.
I still can.
That's right.
Give him a minute.
That's true.
I'm starting up the engine here.
Things are churning.
I will use my haste action
Yep.
to attack.
Yep. You do only get one weapon attack.
That's true.
So.
I'm sick of your mouth words. And swing away.
Okay.
That's a 20, baby.
Nat 20.
Yep.
Well then.
Well, here we go.
And we're off!
Dice have a mind of their own sometimes.
And we're gonna make it a spicy one.
Level 3 smite.
I cannot.
Level 2 smite.
Yeah. As much as I would love.
A little spicy. Not too spicy.
So, what is the maximum that this can be?
Yeah. So for the viewer and listeners' benefit, we don't do the standard crit rules. We do the ye old 4th edition crit rules, where
So crits hurt.
you essentially max the damage on all of your dice instead of like rolling and then rolling double the dice.
They
over.
are undead.
Yes.
Okay.
So essentially, one set of dice are maximized, and then you roll the other set as normal. Because it's kind of wah when you roll 2 1s on a crit. Or all one.
Of course, the fun part is that rule applies for Sean too.
Oh yes.
When he rolls a 20, it's ouchie for Ussie.
Yeah.
We're equal opportunity.
Destroyers.
Especially with spell attacks, at high levels.
Tales of Jemmora, an equal opportunity destroyer.
There we go.
How's your maths going?
Almost there.
You interrupted.
93 damage.
93. Okay.
For the first attack. He's not.
He only
that's
gets
all-
one.
That's all I get
He
this
only gets
round.
one with haste.
Really?
Yeah.
Because his first action was with haste.
Was to cast haste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
But that's the surprise round. Stay tuned for the regular combat round.
Regular combat round. No, regular combat starts. It is Angelique's turn.
She just caught a hammer to the face.
Yeah.
Hammer glowing,
Indeed.
coat flapping.
Yep. Well, that's an action to make it do that.
It's always on.
Can't do
Never
that.
been off.
he didn't switch it off the whole time. He has yet to say it stopped flapping.
It does eventually
Even when he
turn
was
off.
dead on the dining room floor, still.
Angelique sort of vanishes from sight.
Oof.
So it
And
looks
then-
like you just disintegrated her with your hammer.
Oh, I take damage at the end of my turn, probably from his.
No, you're on the outside of it.
You guys are just on the outside.
Oh.
Yep. And then you do hear, and you're all able to hear, sort of footsteps, kind of, and you see the effects of movement going like across the back of the bed and shifting of like furniture and everything. still on the outskirts of the Dawn spell.
So she's invisible, but bad at moving. Got it.
Yeah. Well, it was a natural 1 on the sort of stealth check because invisibility only makes you unseen. It doesn't make you unheard.
It's true.
Yeah. And with that, no, everybody hears the commotion that goes on of trying to blunder through.
Chair gets knocked over.
To be fair, she is
Something
trying
like
to
that.
sneak away after just catching a hammer. So
Yes.
she's
You
not
like
gonna
different indentations as she walks across the bed. Like,
And that's what it was. Yeah, you see like, you know.
see clear foot indentations across the feather mattress.
Yep.
Sure.
But still unseen. So, Twixen, it's your turn.
I mean, how do I even follow that up?
I don't know.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Shatter.
I'm out of those.
Oh, you're out of Shatter?
I'm out of those.
Everyone used all their stupid spells on the dumb,
Fact.
stupid
Gelatinous cube?
Gelatinous cube.
Yep.
Fact. I've been so good about saving up till that point too. But then I got this cube and I was just like, I'm down.
Hey, I still have a bunch of my spells.
I guess I will charge in at Dominus
Okay.
and stab him
Okay.
in the face.
Yeah.
Twice.
Okay. Are you doing two-handed?
Ye old
Yes.
face
Two-handed
stab.
spear?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll face stab.
I think that'll do it.
23.
Yeah. And you can easily get to him. We'll say I'll need a dexterity check to see if you could then get out of the Dawn area.
We'll cross that bridge when I come to
Yeah.
it. 16 damage.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Yeah. He's dressed in sort of plate armor, but I mean your attacks are still you are able to find.
19 damage.
Okay.
Bonus action, I will begin to throat sing. You have inspiration.
Okay.
Tight.
So yeah. So dexterity check. And we'll say you get to add half proficiency.
Doesn't
Botch.
matter.
Okay. So, Dawn.
I'm presuming he doesn't roll his con save, considering he rolled a 1.
No, he still gets to roll his con save. Yeah.
Am I rolling the damage to my
You
party
are rolling the
members?
damage, yeah.
Okay.
Natural 20 on the con save.
Okay.
All right, so half damage. That's good. That's good. It's not quite as awful.
I love this.
We know you do.
I love D&D.
The best.
Boo. So 17 unmodified. So
So,
So I take half that?
8.
8.
You take 8 damage. You take 8 damage.
Ooh.
It's a little more explosive than Dawn would do. But
It is.
this is essentially space laser from the sun, just raining down. Okay.
High speed sunburn.
Yeah. It's now Dominus's turn. And yeah, since he's got you right up in his face, yeah, he's going to take 2 swings with his greatsword.
Bring it.
Oh. He's gonna make 1 swing with his greatsword, and then he's gonna like after the same motion, then like sheath it and then try and grab. Woo, woo. That's a 27 to hit
No, that
with the greatsword.
It's just too high.
No good.
It's just too big of a number.
That is 9 slashing damage. and then a 28 to hit with the unarmed strike.
That's still just AC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought that was like an opposed
No, it's
athletics
just
check.
no.
It's a special thing.
Okay.
Normally it is. Yes.
Okay.
This is a
unarmed strike.
this is a special.
No, like a grapple.
So it's
I think he was doing
a special thing with
a
this
grapple thing.
with this
Yep.
particular
Yep.
monster. We'll say
It's one of those things where it hits and then you're grappled.
it can
Yeah, it can. Yeah. Gotcha. I know. I know. What it is.
damage or grapple. Yeah. You're now grabbed. So your speed is 0.
Yep.
Well, you can still act.
Think anyone? Yeah, select. Think anyone who makes it.
There's
has
no-
advantage.
No.
No.
That's
You're not
restrained.
restrained.
Grappled is just your speed is
You
0.
just can't. move.
No, there was something else. Someone has advantage or disadvantage.
No, that's only restrained.
Restrained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also prone, but you are neither. So, yeah, there are things that when they grapple, they restrain. So that might be what you're thinking of, like constrictor snakes, kraken tentacles, octopi, squid.
Octopuses.
Face suckers.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Jacobin's turn.
I pretty much know where she went.
You have a general idea,
Yeah.
but you can't see her,
Yeah.
so you would have disadvantage on your attacks.
But normal because
It would be normal.
Valve enemy. So I will meander on over.
And so, give me a perception check.
Okay. 11.
Okay. So go ahead.
I think I knew you were over here somewhere. And I swing in a really wide arc.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Your attack doesn't connect with anything.
Okay.
And the sort of momentum, you were expecting to hit something, and you weren't expecting it to keep going, and the hammer keeps going and smashes into like one of the posts on the bed.
Wait, that's not happened. I hit her.
Okay. There we go.
And it begins.
First plot coin. All right. So, so your arc, goes and it just sails right through, and you're like, wait a minute. Like, I could have sworn she was over here, and you just keep going, and you spin around, and then connect on the
Like a
swing.
top, like a
Backswing.
top of death.
I'm finally Garen from League of Legends. Just spin the ring. Yes.
So yeah, the drawback is in order to do that, it does throw you off balance a bit,
Okay.
and you don't get the normal extra attack that
Okay.
you would get.
Okay. That's fine. Let's smite this.
Okay.
Are you gonna allow that?
Yeah.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
because
You hit.
Okay. And I can
No,
use
the
your
drop-
D8 for damage.
The drawback is essentially giving up your second attack.
Yeah. Okay. So that those. Damage.
Okay. Let me just look up visibility. Okay. So that is going to require a con save.
It needs to beat a 25.
We'll see. Oh. It's going to choose to succeed on that save.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
But you do hear just a very sickening thud as Jacobin's hammer connects with something. You know what? But it seems like it just connects with air, and all of a sudden the air shifts a bit. And then, yeah. And then like a crash.
I'll use my hasted action
Yep.
to attack again.
Okay.
Still disadvantage.
So,
Yeah.
yes. And give me another perception check.
9.
Okay.
Disadvantage, but advantage, or not advantage, but normal because of my vow.
Yep.
19 to hit.
So you kind of bring your hammer up and try and smash it down,
Yeah.
and it connects with the floor.
Hell.
Big splinter into the floor.
How's their AC? Freaking million. All right.
So,
Okay.
You keep looking for her and not seeing her.
All right. That's it.
yep. Tyrant Kai.
Damage from the thing, or am I still out of it?
I'm gonna say, you're out. You're still out of it.
Okay.
So you don't take any damage from Dawn.
Okay.
Tyrant Kai.
How rough is Twixen looking?
Pretty rough.
He's okay.
Rough.
He's looking rough.
He's okay.
How many hit points do you have, Sean?
I was trying not to metagame.
What's the number?
26.
So on a scale of 0 to 26.
No.
Oh, that's how much.
43 is my maximum.
Okay. So on a scale of 0 to 43,
About
how's Trixon doing?
in the middle.
Bloodied.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but bloodied is an appropriate non-metagaming term that I would
He's
allow.
oily. He's leaking hydraulic fluid.
We'll call
All
it
right.
metabolic fluid.
Yes.
It's my second to last one. Tyrant Kai traces a symbol in the air with clawed fingers and points at Twixen. It's a level 2 healing word.
Nice.
So it's
Ooh, very nice.
you regain 12 hit points.
Pretty good. It's pretty good healing.
Now you look all right.
That is an exact opposite of the healing that occurred this past Saturday in the other D&D game.
Yeah.
So,
All right, and well, that was my bonus action, but
Yep.
I don't have a vast amount else I can do, so I'll just more or less remain in the doorway to this chamber.
okay. So just on the other side of the dawn.
Yep,
Okay.
that's my mama.
I would say you could use your action to dodge.
Okay, I'll take the dodge action.
I'm
then.
always a big fan of using the dodge action myself because I don't like getting hit. So, Seraph.
All right. So reminding myself of the configuration of the room.
Yeah, so you were basically standing like in the center of the room or close to the center of the room.
Okay.
You were marching forward from the doorway.
And I pushed them to the far wall.
Yeah,
Windows in the wall, I presume there are none.
there are none because this is an interior chamber. There is a side room that's the bath.
Okay.
There isn't a full. So, like, to get to the bath, they would have to pass through the dawn area. But depending on, like, Dominus could get through and get into the bath. Angelique couldn't because Jacobin pretty much chased her. What you presume after the clattering of furniture and stuff around the other side of the room.
Okay, so I'm trying to visualize. I want to put the dawn between where I think Dominus and Angelique are and the escape points. So they would have to move through it to get to one of the outdoors. So the bath and the door to the hallway.
Well, so the funny thing about the bath is it's not clear if there is another exit door from the bath.
Okay. Well, but is there a window?
No, these are both interior
Okay,
chambers.
so they're both interior chambers.
Yeah.
So, all right, so they could be. So in that case, I'm going to reposition myself so that I'm not in the hot. And I'm going to move the dawn so that it covers the door and trying to leaves you in the beam.
Okay. All right.
And then remind me actions I can take while concentrating.
You can take any actions while
You
concentrating.
just can't cast another spell that requires concentration.
Okay.
Well, I suppose you could, but the first one then ends.
Yep.
Okay. Trixon is engaged with Dominus.
Yep.
It's really
More or
fun
less
if
in
you
So,
engage.
so are you saying you would actually pull Dawn
Is it
back a
armored
bit
man wildly
to cover more of the
swinging a
door?
large
Okay.
hammer?
Yeah.
Okay. So Twixen, at this point, you are out of the area of Dawn.
Okay.
No more Singy boy.
You won't get blasted with the laser from heaven.
And I am going to cast Guiding Bolt
Okay.
at where I think Angelique is.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
That is a 14.
Okay.
Uh, 24 on the attack roll.
Also relevant, did you make your attack with disadvantage?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Relevant.
Thank you for the reminder. So 16 on the attack roll.
Okay. The guiding bolt goes off and just passes and smashes into a table and knocks it over.
Okay. And that's it.
Okay. Turtle May, not having any of this combat, and goes plodding down the hallway back toward the other door. Just like, oh no, combat! Ah.
Into the sunlight?
No, into the
Into the bathroom.
Like down
Got
into the
it.
no,
throne
no,
room.
down the hallway,
Like headed
back
back
toward
to the throne
back toward
room.
that other
Yeah, got
door
it.
that
Got it.
that
Or- okay,
Yeah.
yeah, the other door.
that
yep.
you guys
Got
tried
it.
opening.
Yep.
You've got to be kidding me.
Because, yeah, not a whole lot of speed, land speed on that giant snapping turtle.
No.
Really? It's got the same speed as I think most of us. 30 feet land, 40 foot swimming.
Yeah, but
Can scurry pretty quick for a turtle.
He doesn't want to get blamed for May dying.
well, there's part of it, but also,
Well, she's abandoning us now, so as soon as I drop
See,
polymorph,
I think
she's
I
got
may
two health.
remember May
when she's
trying to
alone.
take a chomp out of Dominus, but I'm not totally sure.
excellent.
Yes! Yes!
I love this.
Yes!
There we go.
By my memory, I kind of remember
You're right.
Turtle May trying to just extend
All right, I
that
might
neck
actually like
out
these coins.
and just hump on Dominus.
You guys were like, I don't know about these coins ideas, Sean.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I was pretty clear. I was excited about that.
So okay, so that's another thing. So normally, we would say like not doing something that would take away player agency or whatever.
But she's not here.
Sorry, Courtney. So woo. All right. So in that case, Turtle May is well. Here's the thing. Needs to double dash in order to get to where Dominus is, because it's from outside of the room, trying to get all the way through.
It's a giant snapping turtle, right? How
Yeah.
long can that neck reach?
It's got a 5-foot reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No special reach rules.
No. But yeah. So yeah. So is now essentially flanking with Twixen, though we're not using any special flanking rules. So, but if Dominus tries to get away through any sort of non-magical means,
That's
There will,
true.
there
Might-
will be
might get
some
a chomp chomp.
munchery happening.
yeah. So yeah. And I would say the drawback is that Turtle May's got a dash to get over there.
Sure.
There's no attack.
There's no actual attack happening.
I like it.
Just saw a turtle scoot very, very quickly.
Doing what snapping turtles are ought to do, and doing reactionary bites as opposed to being an aggressive
Yes.
pursuit predator. Yeah, no, they're totally 100% ambush predators. I know from experience. So, all right, that brings us back to the top of the order. It is Angelique's turn. Okay. Twixen,
Yeah, I knew it.
it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I will attempt an athletics check to force my way out of the grapple.
Okay.
$18.
That is just enough to break free.
Perfect.
So,
I want
yeah, you
And that is
wrench
my
yourself
action,
away.
right?
That is your action.
Cool.
Yep. So, you can move, reposition yourself, use a bonus action thing.
I will move to be 10 feet away from Dominus, and I will use a bonus action to ready my spear so that if he enters that, if he closes that gap.
Okay. So if you move away, you're going to provoke an attack
Right? Because you can't disengage.
because you can't disengage.
I think I'm okay with that.
Isn't his longsword sheathed to be able to grab him?
Quick draw.
Yeah,
Oh, quick
true,
draw.
yeah.
Well, so here's the thing: is basically quick draw is like standard for everybody in 5th edition. Is you get one free use an object action like on your turn, which usually involves like drawing a sword and attacking with it or something. But I mean, it's
Quick
also he could just reach out with a hand and everything. Big, long, clawed hands that seem to crackle with necromantic energy.
Oh,
That is a 22,
That hits.
which it's going to use the unarmed thing. That is 11 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Good thing I'm immune to bludgeoning damage.
That is patently not true.
You are right.
You have not installed that module,
Yeah.
which is
Yes.
you turn all your wood and stone components to jelly.
I like it. I'll work on that when I get back to the ship.
Yeah, no, that's totally not a thing.
I know.
you take -5 to all stealth checks because everywhere you walk, there's just squish, 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 squish.
Yeah, your dexterity becomes 1.
I mean, it's not really that big of a difference at this point in time.
It is better than it was before.
I know.
That is apparent to everybody. Okay, so Dominus's turn. Seeing you set your spear, it's not like that. Not liking that at all. Also, doesn't like the fact that there's a giant snapping turtle behind him.
No?
It's ready to chomp out. Seraph/Zarin. He looks at you and he says, "Brother, let's cease this nonsense. We don't need it to be daylight indoors now. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw."
Oh. Great. am I close enough to Jacobin or not so much?
Yeah, it's got to be like 10 feet of me. So
Yeah,
you're
you're-
gotta be relatively close.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does what he wants. That's a 3.
Okay.
Yes.
You I don't know, something about your brother seems earnest in that, maybe it's not necessary. He doesn't command you to do it. However, you do regard your brother as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected.
Great.
So you do take his request in the most favorable way you can. Oh, okay.
What? Oh.
Just
Or something I don't know about yet.
no, just stuff. It's stuff. That's all.
Stuff and things.
Just stuff and things.
We'll say
Things and stuff.
We'll say duration stuff. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's great.
Oh.
5 years.
No, that would be Fey, or a year and a day would be if it were Fey. Yeah. So, but that's his action, and he's not gonna draw his sword, and he's just gonna kind of fold his arms and stand there.
Okay.
Yeah. Jacobin, it's your turn.
How far is Dominus from me?
You can use your movement to get to him.
Okay. Well, I can't find your little girlfriend anywhere, so, oh, sister, right? Probably the same thing to you. And I
mean, how do you take that?
Also, he's hasted, so he's one speedy boy as he's
Oh, yeah,
across the room.
very fast.
That's true. Yeah, doesn't it double your speed or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your speed is doubled. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm there.
Rolling
you can totally
around
make it.
at the speed of Hog.
Not really my turn yet, so.
That's true. All right, we'll get to that.
I attack once.
Yep.
26 to hit.
I think that'll hit.
Okay. No, I'm not smiting it. Oops, sorry. $19 damage on the first.
Okay.
I attack twice. 24 to hit.
I think that'll hit. Yeah.
That's better. $29 damage.
Okay.
I attack thrice.
Mm-hmm.
This one maybe no. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh.
Probably just barely.
Jacobin just runs over and starts being extremely uncharitable with that hammer.
Very
I
charitable.
dare say it would be charitable.
Yeah.
In that he's offering a generous amount.
Yeah.
25 damage.
Okay. A lot of big hits. Dominus, he's a tough guy.
Yeah, we'll see.
So. All right. Tyrant Kai.
There remains F all I can do. So, I'll just remain in the doorway and take the dodge action again.
No cantrips?
Oh, that's a solid point.
You do have cantrips.
That is a solid point.
Cantrips, they make spellcasters less useless.
Yeah.
Supposing you choose the right ones.
At least 1 damage.
I don't think I did. But then again, I didn't go that route with bards.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, which cantrips did you pick? Did you pick Blade Ward?
Light, Prestidigitation, and True Strike.
Oh, True Strike.
Which I'm thinking about switching out True Strike for something else. Although I think when I did this last level up, I looked for like an attack spell cantrip.
Yeah.
I don't think the bards actually have any of those.
Vicious Mockery.
You can laugh at people to death.
Yes.
Vicious Mockery is actually really good.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah, if they fail to
then it
save,
gives
they
you an
take
excuse
psychic
to tell
damage
really
and
terrible
disadvantage
jokes
on the next
in
attack.
Twixen's monotone
Psychic damage
voice.
is good because there's not a lot of things that
Yeah.
have
And then disadvantage on the next attack.
So I think with Sonic, and I can do that too.
Yep. So,
Yeah, okay. I'll sculpt a sphere of flame out of thin air and hurl it at Dominus.
okay.
So that is...
Do you yell Hadouken?
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll do it, yeah.
The ancient tongue of his people. We hear Hadouken.
So that's 5 fire damage.
Okay. Okay. Seraph.
I remove my concentration from Dawn
Okay.
and cast a
Damn.
level 4 hold person on everyone who's attacked Dominus. I'm sorry, everybody.
Okay. All right. So,
Wisdom 16, everyone.
well, I was going to say, technically, Turtle May hasn't attacked, but are you
Well,
still... Oh,
I-
actually... yeah, that's interesting. So...
I can only do 3 people, so...
oh, you can only do 3 people.
Correct.
With it. Okay. I was going to say,
Right, so Turtle May's not included.
wouldn't work anyways, because she's a beast right now.
Is he close enough to get my?
Yes.
Okay. So
What's the DC?
16.
It's just
This
straight
is
wisdom.
Yes.
No.
What was the DC?
16.
17.
Okay.
Right, Druid.
These 2 are paralyzed.
I can't hold them for long. Call off Dominique and explain yourself.
Angelique.
Angelique, sorry. I got them confused.
I think it would be splendid if we just sat down and had a talk. There's no need for all this violence. Yeah. He goes over. It's still an initiative order technically, so. We'll pull up a table, set up some chairs, and we'll have a discussion.
Dominus, knowing my companions, you're going to have to give them a good reason to have a discussion.
Well, I will continue to not brandish my sword. You've seen how much offensive interference Angelique has been doing herself. I heard that. So yeah, and I'll say that's the turn.
Hey, did I hear that?
Oh yeah,
I heard her say that.
oh yeah.
Jacob remembers where that came from.
Okay. Sure. Turtle May basically sitting there, mouth open, going, waiting for the word.
Yeah, wait for something to happen.
Ah.
Yep.
We'll say, ready's an attack. To be told to attack. Angelique, you see, sort of dispels the invisibility, gets up. Glad to see you're coming to your senses, brother.
I
I'm
don't know what you did to.
Still not quite convinced about that one, though.
I don't know what you did to corrupt Dominus.
Oh. Well, you arsehole. I see now. Well then, Jacobin,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I still make those when I'm paralyzed?
Wisdom saves?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. You automatically fail dex saves because you can't move.
I fail again.
Okay.
Roll a 2 and then a 3.
So, you're not sure why, but you now consider Angelique to be a trusted friend that needs to be defended.
This is the dumbest. The worst.
I love it.
This is totally the
This is
worst.
still all May's fault.
Still
He
just in there,
wasn't a turtle.
mouth open.
She didn't get herself in that trouble. She would have been in the fight, and with her damage, we would have been fine. We would have been done.
Just all we want to do is just sit down and have a talk. Do you think you're all capable of doing that? Yeah, I'll. It's not going to do much anyway, but and she puts the staff just down against a cabinet. Pulls a table over and some chairs, and then sits down. That's her turn. Twixen,
I mean, I don't think there's really anything I can do, right?
whole person. You can
End of the turn.
you make a wisdom save to end the effect. You do get Jacobin's bonus.
Oh yeah, I totally do it. Totally.
Oh no. Oh.
How totally don't you do it?
It's a botch,
Yeah. So
which brings it up to a 2.
Yeah.
+3. So it's a 5.
All right, you got me on that one.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I must succeed, right?
No.
Dominus, still he pulled his arms up, walks over to the table, pulls more of the chairs out, sits down, and just boom, boom at the table. Come, let us have a discussion. Let us talk. Tyrant Kai, it's your turn.
So we can see both of them. Where are they in relation to Mr. Seraph?
They're not far. They're within 10 feet.
And how far is Seraph from me?
About 30 feet.
Okay, so I can get there easily just by walking over.
Yeah.
You need to make your wisdom save, don't you?
No, I'm not
No, he's
paralyzed.
not.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, that's right.
I
You,
passed
you
it.
passed the original one. That's right.
That's right.
Yep. You're one of those cool kids that can actually
Move around.
do things like move and pass wisdom saves.
Well, the problem is that Seraph has to maintain concentration on it. So Tyron Kai, looking very suspicious of the situation, slowly walks over next to Seraph and will use his attack action to make it to sweep with his tail and attempt to knock Seraph off his feet and break his concentration.
Okay. So make oppose.
That's fair.
So you make an athletics check,
Okay.
and athletics or acrobatics for you.
Actually, acrobatics is the better of my two. It's still funny, but what?
What?
19.
Well, I got a 10.
Basically the same thing.
All right, bonus action since I haven't used it yet. Hungry jaws. Missing with his tail, I lash out and bite Seraph's head.
My head?
Yeah.
I have to break your concentration. I have to do something.
It doesn't have to be his head specifically.
No, it does.
That's
That
the
was
best.
very
Shoulders,
distracting.
No, that's the
arms,
best spot to break
torso,
concentration.
legs.
I mean,
There's all sorts of other
do you
things for
think
biting.
that you could concentrate very well with a set of jaws just slowly clamping on your
Well,
head?
because here's the thing. If I can hit with the attack, even if I don't do enough damage to actually break your concentration, if mouth goes around your eyes, I've broken line of sight.
That's true.
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like arm, shoulder, like it'll hurt, but like all right. But just feeling it like around your head would just like
Yeah,
whoa!
no, that would be.
I'm gonna say this is very specific in what you're trying to do. So this is gonna be with disadvantage on the attack roll.
Oh,
Because this is essentially a called shot.
Yeah.
okay.
You guys still got your coins, eh?
Well, I don't think I'm going to roll lower than that, so. Yeah, 4.
Okay. The good news is Hungry Jaws is not expended. You don't expend it until you hit with it.
Ah, crap.
great.
Well, it's not going to do me. I've already tipped my hand, so.
Seraph, it is your turn.
You managed to narrowly dodge getting tripped and your face bitten.
I lower hold person. Everyone calm down. I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this.
You just said the magic words.
And I'm certain you have an explanation, Dominus, for why Angelique has convinced you to do these awful things.
That's right.
She didn't do it to me.
Nope.
I mean, I go to Angelique.
she's the bad guy. Yeah, and you've got it backwards.
I mean, what are you doing with a guy like this? I mean, I'm here.
He's my brother.
Yeah.
Not any of this. I don't know what you're thinking of.
Well, you're like a couple of weirdos, so I don't know what you do.
Brother, is this one as insufferable always as he is right now?
Yes.
I see. Well, why don't we all just sit down?
Watching Twixen and Terran Kai now.
I'm still in this.
And Jacobin.
We're still on your turn. So unless you want to do something else.
I am going to move to sit down, but I am not going to sit yet.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not clear the room is clear of hostiles.
Yep.
I'm trusting that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Turtleman, seeing that nobody has given her the command to attack anything, just kind of plods over and then just like plops down. Just like I.
Okay.
But still, everybody can tell it's still kind of ready. Ready to pounce at a moment's strike. Just say the word. Angelique's turn. I've got an idea.
Clear some things up.
I'm very familiar with my magic, don't worry.
Okay, good.
Look, if we're concerned about violence, perhaps we should just all take a nap. Right? Clear our heads, take a rest, and... All right, so I have to roll a bunch of d8s.
Yeah, good luck with this.
All right. So 2, 3. Since this is not a saved base spell.
Nope.
It's number of hit dice, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also
Hit points.
yeah hit point.
Hit points.
Hit points.
You roll a bunch of d8s, and that gives you a pool of hit points, and you have to like beat. Say you have 10 hit points, right? If they spend 10 of their hit points, you go to sleep, and then they keep spending whatever else they have to try to put everyone else to sleep. It all depends on how many.
So the more damage you've taken, the more likely
Yeah.
you are to get
Yeah.
it. Well, that's
That's a cool mechanic.
that's
I like it.
actually cooler.
Interesting.
That's cooler than it used to be. I mean, not good for us at the moment.
I've not often seen
Okay.
it be very successful.
All right. So this is a bit of a meta question. What is everybody's hit points at right now?
59.
27.
46.
29.
Okay. Turtle May hasn't taken any damage.
No. so
How many
she's-
hit points does a giant snapping turtle have?
120. Who knows?
It's actually
I don't know, because May took the
Yeah.
card with her when she left.
All right, I will look it up. Really
Bring it
quick.
up.
Although, how long does the spell function?
An hour.
An hour.
An hour with concentration?
So if I fall asleep, she'll pop out of it.
Okay. Fighting
I
my-
love Dungeons and Dragons. All right, so you said 29,
27.
27. Okay. So, pending giant snap. I'm pretty sure giant snapping turtles have more than 27 hit
I'm
points.
sure too.
Way more.
Ah,
So, Twixen. Boom. Suddenly, Twixen just goes like, whoop, and he does like a powered down state.
Yeah, 75 for giant snapping turtle.
Okay. Well then. So definitely not.
Which is why I think you did it, so that
Yeah.
Yeah, so she
Yes,
wouldn't
that was
die.
the
Because she had more than one, literally one hit point.
I thought she was 2.
Wasn't it? Whatever.
it was 2, but
That's also her maximum.
right.
it's not better.
Yeah.
This is kind of hilarious. There are exactly 29 hit points left. So then, Seraph, you also. Oh, you're right. I'm gonna take a little nap, and you also fall asleep.
Hey.
What? You hear Dominus say, "What? No! We need to talk to him." Every time. Every time. I don't like that one. He's just make sure he behaves, all right?
I'm just like trying to flex my arm towards the girl. Just trying to put myself in a good position. Like keep looking at her. You see this? See this over here?
Yes, yes. Don't strain yourself.
Oh, I'm not.
Please, not on my account. No. Well, so if you two and your pet Toto would like to join us
Are we
at the
still in
table.
initiative?
I'm going to say at this point, no.
I tap him with my hammer. Hey. What are you doing?
Okay, so if you want to, like, the equivalent would be using an action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wakes back up. Well,
What was that about?
would you?
I leave that one to you. I'm okay if you say no, given given what we know. I don't know. Probably not, actually.
Give the wisdom save.
Modified 20.
Yeah, you wake back up.
Okay.
+3, I'm right next to you.
He's unconscious. He doesn't benefit from it.
If you want to say that I'm out for 4 hours, I'm okay with that too.
No, you made your wisdom save. You rolled it. You rolled a modified 20 on it. That's you're good.
What are you doing? Falling asleep in the middle of this, whatever this is now.
If you'll
don't
please,
know.
please sit down.
Are we friends with them now?
I've always been friends with her. Been trying to take her on a date for years.
I shrug. I sit down.
Okay.
I pull out my Gucci. I use it to cast Dispel Magic on you.
I was gonna say, well, okay. So, hang on. What level bard are you?
8. 9. 9.
So you might not need to.
If you're looking at counter charm, it doesn't work that way. I keep wanting it to because it did in 3.5, but
Oh.
it doesn't in 5th.
Yeah, it's on save throws.
And it gives them an advantage on like every time they make a saving throw for a round.
Yeah.
I've been itching to use it, but it's never really come up. I know 3.5 worked that way, so I get super excited, but it does not in 5th. So if it's not a 3rd level or less spell she used to cast it, which I doubt, then I need to make an ability check.
Jeez.
This is, I don't know if it's a spell or if it's an ability. It's probably an ability vampires hang out.
It is an ability, but it is magical. But when you start doing that, she goes, "Oh no. We're here to talk. Stop that. There will be no singing or playing of music." And you just done got counterspelled.
Okay.
But he knows that's a counterspell.
Yes.
I just keep playing, staring her in the eyes.
So,
Hey, I already got. I mean, me and her got a thing already, man.
please sit down.
I'm making that noise. I'm out.
Yep.
Hey, Terenkai, wake him up.
Decisions.
Dominus will go over and just kind of shake Seraph a bit.
What?
Angelique insisted that everybody take a rest, and fortunately, due to the chaotic nature of such magic, did not go as well as she planned. But everybody's back awake. Nothing has happened. Your companion can attest to that.
While I'm playing, I'm going to cast True Strike on myself.
Okay. You are still under the effect. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to cast True Strike on Angelique.
Right.
It gives me advantage against her, against my target.
Okay. All right.
This turned weird.
So, since we're out of initiative order, I am also going, while I'm playing, going to cast Protection from Undead on Jacob.
I'm gonna have to actually.
Interesting.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. They also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, they have advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effect.
But if there's no second saving throw,
Correct.
then
Yeah.
it's irrelevant.
Right. Unless there's going to be another one.
Right.
Well, there could be. There are conditions for a new saving throw.
have
Those
a feeling.
conditions have not been met.
Okay. Right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I see. Protection magics. You have good friends out there to protect you. Stalwart, honorable. Now, Seraph, I know you don't approve of these methods, or
I do.
that is the
not.
name you've chosen for yourself, yes? Zarin?
It's the name I was forced to take after your treachery.
Oh. We did not choose to become these monsters. Is we were made into these monsters.
But you chose to continue to exist.
Choose it.
As
Choose
these
it. You meant to say
monsters.
choose it. That's what you were looking for.
Yeah, that
That's
is the word I was looking
Yeah.
at.
We are not ready to die. Now, for a time,
Run off.
we were under the bidding of the Fae. So we didn't really have a say in the matter.
They turned you undead?
Yes.
May I roll Arcana?
Yeah.
Because... Yeah, 3. That doesn't sound like something any of the
It's
Fae
unusual.
Zarin would have read about would do, but
Yeah.
They're Fae. They do what they want.
I've never heard of Fae doing anything like that before.
Well, you see, they wanted control of Twillin. And capitalizing on the undead problem with forces of undead was their plan.
Wait, what?
The Fey Court, known as the Court of Gloom, wants to control the island, wants to control the kingdom. They want to establish a foothold in our world. Because their kingdom overlaps this one. But they needed a reliable, terrifying army to do so. And so, unfortunately, my sister and I were caught.
At the words your sister, I'm going to grab my spear and make a lunging stab for Angelique.
Okay.
Yes.
Like just after, like, your sister, hoping that, like, she looks at him and, whoa!
I'm gonna say go ahead and make your attack roll. You don't have advantage.
Yep. 17.
17 is.
Oh wait. Oh, I don't. Even though I cast True Strike, I don't have advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
As yeah, she was not distracted by the. She was watching you the whole time and waiting.
Right.
So essentially, dodging to cancel out your advantage.
Okay.
You do still hit.
Perfect. Ten damage.
Okay. I mean, you basically like stab, and you notice when you, and what should have been like a killing blow, you notice the wounds that they've suffered are slowly knitting themselves
Yep.
back together. No. I said that we should all sit down and talk.
No, when he does that, I get in between him and her. Whoa, bro, what are you doing?
She made you friendly, not a frat boy.
He's always been a frat boy.
Point.
Kind of a little bit.
Talking
Yeah.
about you.
Point.
Yeah. So. Look, you can attack us all you like, but ironically, it seems that we're sitting here having the moral high ground on this. We are not striking out at you. High ground.
You underestimate my power.
Jumping out is decidedly dishonorable. You should be ashamed. Now, brother, where were we?
What does May do? What is May doing?
The turtle?
Yeah, just watch Twix and Attack. Allegedly your best friend.
I mean, it's a turtle.
Still her.
Yeah. Still a turtle.
Let's see. Really confused about this situation. It's just sitting with mouth open, just
The fact that he said we have the high ground and we haven't attacked, I could swear I remember an effect in relation to that. And it's bothering me now that a clear indicator has been made. I don't know how to use this. I'm trying to.
The word high ground just keeps repeating
Well,
in your brain.
it
It pings something
can
in your
I
subconscious.
use this to try to make another save?
Sure.
Because now I'm aware that there might be an effect occurring.
Yeah. I'll let you make the save.
Okay.
It'll be a wisdom save.
Okay.
Is there a window in this room?
There's
No. There's a windowless room.
Oh, I thought you were asking about this actual room we're in.
Yes.
Yeah, there's one right there. But
Right.
That's irrelevant.
All
That's
of
not
the
important
windows.
right now.
All of the windows in this room.
Not terrible. Okay, 16.
Okay. So, here's the catch. Because you failed, the words ringing in your head of the moral high ground and everything.
Just sounds like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, you know, Angelique's right. I mean, you know, they invited us to sit down and talk and everything. Now, essentially, You are now
I'm
you're
affected,
affected by that
both
one
of
too.
them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Darn it!
Yep. So, missed it by 1. Yep. So,
These aren't working out for me. I like this idea, but thus far, not so good.
gotta aim higher. So anyway,
You should have used it back when it first happened.
Well, yeah, I didn't. I forgot that it existed
Yeah.
back when it first happened.
yep.
Know your
Jo-
toolbox.
joy of
Know
new
your
mechanics.
toolbox.
So, all right.
Toolbox is pretty much.
Now, where was I? Oh yes, about the Fae, the Court of Gloom. They're particularly insidious Fae. And actually, you all notice when they say Court of Gloom and everything, Turtle May like kind of picks her head up and is like, oh?
Don't act like you know what they're talking about.
Seems
May.
to recognize them.
Don't act like you know.
Turtle may know she doesn't like it.
We were made into commanders for their invasion force, basically. But, well, as with Fey magics, as we broke free. Unfortunately, the only way to fight against them was to continue our mission, to build up an army to stop them.
So when the queen was kidnapped, was that at their orders, or were you trying to protect her?
Oh, that was their orders. They're after the queen.
Do they have her? Or do you have her?
We do not have her. She is locked somewhere. We're not sure where.
They are involved in this. I've completely misjudged the situation.
What are you talking about? I feel like we came here for a reason, but I can't quite remember what we were supposed to be doing. It wasn't Faye.
But it was. We were trying to rescue the queen. We were trying to stop.
I never gave
Well-
a shit about the queen, buddy.
It's
I checked my spirit, Dominus.
okay. It doesn't modify your memory, so you still remember that the whole purpose for coming to the castle was to stop the undead menace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, then at this point, I ask, is my vengeance stronger than the spell?
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
You throw your spear into the
Because
far wall.
I came all this way with a single-minded mission.
Well, would have been a great time to spend a plot coin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Currently, no. It's not.
Okay.
Because this is magic. Yeah.
What's Norn got to say about this?
Give me a religion check.
Not good. I'm definitely not proficient in it. So, 6.
You kind of try and like search your feelings for what Norn might think, looking for some guidance. He doesn't really say much.
I still feel like this is all May's fault somehow.
You're standing between me and Angelique.
Yeah.
I push you into Angelique.
This is opposed athletics.
I think so.
Yep.
I think you're more athletic than
I
me
think,
somehow.
I think so too.
Somehow.
I have pretty high legs, but somehow. Now, here come the decent rolls.
Great.
But you rolled better.
26.
21. Couple of strong boys.
So I'm going to say, yeah, and you, Twixen, you push Jacobin, knock Angelique over onto the floor. That was uncalled for.
Twixen, what's gotten into you?
Tell you what, why don't we just cut to the chase? We could use your help. Actually, our goal is to protect Twillin from the Fae. And, well, judging by the hurt this one put on me, we could use your firepower. And this one's courage. She actually gets up,
Oh, I'll help her.
cautiously goes over, pulls the spear out of the wall, and hands it to you, Twixen. And with that, we're going to take our break.
This is the worst.
It is the worst.
It really is the worst.
I honestly don't know how to roleplay this.
I'm having a hard time
Yeah,
too.
I don't know how.
Well,
This is rough.
I did have something I was going to do before we dropped out of initiative order. And
Star Tropics 3,
Xenogears Remastered.
Xenogears Remastered, and then what was it Final Fantasy VII Part 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what it's going to be.
Wait, Final Fantasy VII Part 1?
Yeah, they're doing it episodic. They're
Really?
Not releasing it all as one, yeah.
That's dumb. That aggravates
Agreed.
me. I was
Agreed.
super excited about it, but that just kind of just killed it for me.
Agreed.
And welcome back, everyone, to Tales of Jemmora: The Kraken's Wake, where absurdity ensues, where a boss fight turned into
A tea party.
A tea party, yes.
A tea party with one robot just randomly like punching people every once in a while.
So, it basically kind of an episode of Futurama, if you will,
Kind of.
with a
Yeah,
murderous robot.
I'll be Bender. I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Clarification question.
Yes.
Per part or per session?
Session.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
Fashion, I was thinking it was like Arc.
No. No, Arc would be like once every 6 months.
Yeah.
Or
One-
once a year.
Once a night.
Once a night. Yep. So, for those of you that are just tuning into part 2, we're referring to the plot coins mechanic that we have introduced, where at the start of each session,
I have a ship.
or start of each episode, I would say, because we're on
Oh,
episode
God.
16, that everybody gets a plot coin. They can spend a plot coin to influence the story in some way that everybody has to accept as true, but I get to introduce a complication to it. So it essentially becomes like a little mini Wish. But the only rules are don't get too outrageous, don't take away another player's agency, and don't be a jerk. So, yeah, any further questions or clarifications needed? Okay. So before the break, attacked Seraph or Zarin, Brightmoor's siblings, the Darkmoors. A very short fight ensued, and in which case some charm effects were thrown out, and then the fight kind of abruptly came to an end. And now they're sitting around sort of discussing why things are the way they are. Twixen is still very interested in continuing the fight, and is very much of the belief that something is wrong with his friends.
So, to Dominus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how you keep making eyes at Milady over here. And I point to his sister.
I don't know your name. Seraph, that one's a little gross. You're a bit gross.
You're the one making eyes at your sister.
No.
During this, Tyrankai is slowly backing away.
Okay.
Using the grossness as perfect cover to start putting a little bit of distance between him and the table.
I go back to my instrument.
Okay.
I'll just constantly playing counter charm, weaving that into my song.
Okay. I will make a note of that. So,
Just something happy, and jaunty, and jolly.
that's disconcerting for Twixen.
Yeah, that's a little weird for Twixen, really.
Fits the mood.
The May in turtle form is very upset by this.
Yeah, I don't know what type of weirdo stuff you weirdos are into, but I don't like it.
What is he talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
I really don't.
You two in
Your
here
accent is very unusual.
sharing a bedroom together, brother and sister. It's a bit weird and gross. You're the gross one.
Oh,
You're the gross one.
we stay in the coffins.
Huh?
Surely you noticed the sort of cabinets in the back there, the wardrobes.
I thought that was just like a fancy place to keep your clothes.
No. You see, we are dead.
Nothing.
So we sleep in our own coffins. We are cursed to return to our own coffins.
Perfectly reasonable, Jacobin. They've been cursed, and they are. The force of the Fae is causing them to have to, just like we rest, have to rest away from the sun. And Jacobin is, well. He's Jacobin. I wish I had a better explanation. I would say he's a Twill Provincial, but I've seen far better examples of that too.
Take
So
that
it's
back.
a
Whatever you called me just now, take that back. I don't know what word that is.
You live in the countryside, Jacobin.
It's all right.
When he opens his mouth to speak, I use prestidigitation to give a little puff of air in his face.
Oh, so Angelique just. Oh. I just don't know. Oh, what has this game turned into?
Like this?
Yep. Yeah, exactly like that. Just puff
I don't
of air
know what
every
it's
time
turned
she-
into, but I don't like it. And neither does Tyron Kai.
And Angelique just, with her, not speaking, but just points at Twixen.
Oh. Tyron Kai, in his dour-faced expression, takes a brief moment to think about the state things are in. The water spirits have not spoken to him in nearly 2 months. He's had his faith called into question. It's been brought home to him just how alone he truly is, last of his clan. And now his friends are acting in a way that is most unnatural and disconcerting. And he's already made his death offering to his goddess.
Oh, snap.
Can either of our vampire friends, either of them understand primordial, or do they have any effects that would let them comprehend languages?
No, probably the spell comprehend languages.
They might not have it.
Not. You're not aware.
You're making Sean do more art. Is this what you're saying?
No, because Tyron Kai's been slowly backing away from this. I'm sorry, May, but it's going to drop polymorph. Tyron Kai does the reptilian equivalent of a sigh. It sounds more like a guttural hiss. Raises up one clawed hand, holds two above it, makes a slight swirling motion, and begins to chant, Lejue Tsai. There's a brief rumble throughout the room. Not enough to do any damage, but just enough to make everyone go, excuse me? And for a split second, everyone notices their feet is wet, that their feet are wet. I cast Maelstrom, centered on the table.
Oh, Jesus.
Immediately, 5 feet of water surges up from the floor, scattering chairs and tables and shattering furniture as it begins to twist. And forms a swirling vortex of water in the center of the room, shaking the entire room violently as it does.
Okay. For my own notes, let me pull this up on Beyond. Because I have this may certainly affect a whole bunch of things. Not the least of which suddenly. Oh, that was weird. What's going on?
You still look fucking awful. As in, like, you could die at any moment.
Yeah. And May kind of just like starts scrambling up like one of the bedposts. It's just like, I don't. I need to get away from this churning water here because I really don't feel good.
Go hide in the bathtub.
I just familiarized myself with this spell.
Whoa!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no! Okay.
May
Yeah.
needs to not come down from that bedpost, Sean.
Yeah.
Not ever.
That needs to be the strongest bedpost in bed ever.
I mean, it probably is,
Okay.
to be fair, but
All right. Yeah. Okay.
She can't take damage
Yeah.
at all.
So she's climbed up. So she's about like 8 feet in the air.
I notice this water's coming in. Like, I have like a couple seconds here.
Well,
Well, it technically does not do damage immediately.
so
I would argue you do have the split second of, oh no, oh no.
well, here's the thing. That split is gonna be. Yeah, because it happens right away.
Okay.
Well,
Any creature
Yeah.
that starts their turn
yeah,
in the water.
starts its turn there in the water. So, and because it's a 30-foot radius, that's basically everybody in the room.
60-foot diameter, so yeah.
Yeah. I need a strength save from everybody but May
+3, right?
and Tyrant Kai. Yeah, so you also get +3.
Good.
And I'm gonna say Angelique gets +3.
Well, she is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. No, that
Yeah.
would make sense.
Okay.
Strength save.
Strength save.
Woof. And the DC on that is what?
17.
Okay, fair.
Woof.
Oh boy.
Yeah, me too.
Well, thankfully, I did roll low this first time.
Well, here's the thing. It's all or nothing. So it's no half damage type stuff.
I know, but
Yeah.
if I had rolled really high, this could have gotten horribly ugly.
Yeah, it could be very
So.
TPK-y.
I got a 15.
So that's a fail.
Sorry, 17.
17, that's a success.
8.
8, that's a fail. The two vampires succeed. They essentially just stand up immediately and brace themselves and don't get sucked toward the center. So, Twixen and Seraph, you are both sort of sucked toward the center of this swirling vortex of water. Also, the entire area is difficult terrain.
Yes.
It's a 14 bludgeoning damage.
Good thing I'm immune to bludgeoning damage.
The chanting does not stop, and neither does the water.
Tyrant, you're gonna kill them! You're gonna kill Twixen and Seraph?
Are we in initiative? What are we doing?
I think for this we should probably
Yeah.
roll initiative.
Probably.
Good lord.
What have you done?
No, there's okay.
Do I still get your +3 to initiative too?
No. It's only saving throws. Only saving throws.
Only.
Only saving throws.
Those never come up.
Yeah, not a big deal, really.
Still waiting for that charisma saving throw.
And
I know. That's how I feel.
I should give everybody +2 just to because
thanks to D&D Beyond, I'm able to pull up Courtney's
thing.
character.
Hey.
Yeah!
If Courtney's watching right now, she's.
Don't worry. Don't worry. You are safe. There is no athletics check required to climb a bedpost. Nah.
How many hit points does the bedpost have?
Yeah, how many hit points does the bedpost have?
It's probably not going to take long for this giant toilet to destroy what's left of the bed.
Oh. End of the campaign, everybody just swirling down the drain. Oh.
What's worse is we're up a story, so who knows how long the floor is going to hold out against this.
Wasn't there something
Yeah.
about the damage being dealt like at the start of the turn or something? Or
Yes,
when
at
you
the
start
start
your-
of your turn,
At
you
the start
roll
of
your
turn.
save.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you fail your save, you take your damage.
So
And you get dragged 10 feet towards
Yeah.
the center.
So, 20 or higher?
Oh, 21.
21.
Yeah.
Actually, this time
then
it's Dominus.
Did I take that damage now, or is that damage that
Yeah.
I'm going
That,
to take?
yeah, that 14 we've taken
Yep.
because the spell kicked out.
Okay.
And then at the beginning of our next turn, we get to roll a save again.
15 to 20.
Yes,
Okay.
18.
10 to 15.
8.
8.
5.
5. Okay.
Back where I usually am. The end of the line.
Oh, May is going to go before Tyrant Kai. Okay. Dominus, he's going to save. Just continues bracing himself. We have to end the effect, or you're all going to drown. He is. Let's see. What can he do? Oh. All right. Okay. So that's his speed. He is going to wade forward the 15 feet, grab Seraph, and drag you, if you let him, back out to him.
Okay, yeah, of course.
And he's going to hold on to you.
There's no reason why I wouldn't do that.
So I'm going to say what that does
Perfectly
is...
reasonable. He's
Yeah,
saving
totally.
my life.
Yep. Yep. Totally.
So yeah,
Wow, they're playing this to the hilt.
Yep.
Jacobin,
Save.
save, strength save.
Probably a fail with a 11.
Yes.
Yep.
How much?
Too much.
16.
All right. And I get pulled
10 feet towards the center
10
of
feet
the...
I
towards
have no idea what that means in the in
You're
context
just
to where
you're
You're
just
basically getting...
moved 10 feet towards the center of the room.
where was the center of the room to where we were? I don't know.
It was
Pretty
on
close.
the table, so he's pretty much at the center.
That's
now.
true. Yeah.
Okay.
churning mass of water and splintered wood at this
Get-
point.
Getting out of it is.
There's definitely no way I'm
problem is.
hasted anymore. Only less than a minute.
No. I'm gonna say also that enough time has been. You've also
I've
like,
already
been
had-
stunned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that there's
It would have
one of those
happened
times
when,
when
it would have happened when we were talking.
Twixen threw the spear and you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
and you just stop for a moment. And you're just like, what?
How far is Dominus from me?
Dominus is 15 feet from you,
How far can I move in this? Is it half speed?
Yeah.
half speed.
Difficult terrain.
Perfect. So I look back to Angelique. Say, I don't know what's going on between you and him, but I don't like it. And you're gonna have to forgive me for this, babe. And I make my way over towards Dominus.
Love it. This is on brand for Jacobin, I feel like.
It really is.
How would
No,
Jacobin
don't-
act if he were charmed by a female? Of course.
Don't. Oh,
And
he's so stupid.
I will attack Dominus.
Yeah.
Natural 20, baby.
Yes!
Okay.
And I
Praise
will
be to RNGesus.
use my
Well-
last spell slot
Okay.
to smite away.
Okay.
Maybe, because he's going to hit him, and Dominus is going to let me go, and then I'm probably going to fail my save. It's all going to be bad.
I'm gonna say, well, if Jacob had knocks him out.
I was about to say, let's see how much damage gets done first.
Yeah. But currently, Dominus actually turns to prevent you from like getting like an errant blow or whatever.
Okay.
37 damage.
37. That is not enough to drop him.
I didn't think it would be.
It's a big hit though.
Second attack.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I can no longer smiteth him. He can no longer be smitten by me. Or can he?
Oh,
No,
I'm
Angelique's
smitten by
gonna be.
him.
25. Damage.
He's looking really rough.
Okay.
Brother. Just. I don't know what's happening with all this chaos.
I told you, mate, she's mine.
He really is stupid.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Pretty sure it is my turn.
You get to make your strength save with advantage
Okay. Because of
because he is still holding on to you.
what's the save?
17.
I rolled a 16.
Yep.
Damage me.
Your DC's 17? Damn, son.
Come on.
You can
You,
split.
you see where my HP is.
You could
Come on.
You could spend that plot point to make that problem go away.
I could. I could definitely do that.
But there could be something more important to use it on later.
It could be.
But we're killing them, and that's final.
Whatever it takes, apparently. Sacrificing your own party members? Who's the real
That's it.
monsters here?
Nothing new though. Like we've been doing that this whole game.
That was from the beginning.
We've literally been doing that since
21.
the beginning.
Down.
All right. So
I go limp in
you-
Dominus's arms.
I was gonna say you are ripped from his arms, and he goes, "Brother!" So yeah, this is gonna be real fun because taking damage while unconscious is an automatic failure for death saves.
and I don't get to take strength saves.
Nope.
Correct.
While
you just,
I'm-
yeah.
You
So you
just
just
get-
auto fail.
Get
Yeah.
tossed
Pummeled.
around.
Yeah.
So I don't get to roll for the success or fail. I just fail.
You still roll for the success or fail. You just
Oh!
also incur an automatic fail.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good. Good.
Well,
Good
we've
thing
either-
my plan B is outside.
We've either got to kill him or force them to attack me to give you saves on the charm.
Let's.
Not you.
Unless me outed has ended the. Is me going unconscious end
That's
the
true.
effect?
That's usually another way to end effects is just kill the person who's affected and resurrect them.
True.
It's a classic magistry move there. His mind's under effect? Drop. I'll heal you with 1 life point.
You don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be mine.
You don't know. It's
That's all
unclear.
I have left for healing stuff. So.
Yep.
Everything is unclear.
I'll just-
I'm
yeah.
unconscious.
10 1 HP heals.
I think I have 1 cure wounds in my Guchin left. And actually, I've got 1 base one too.
Yeah.
No one brought a diamond, did they?
Nope.
Fresh out of those.
No one has any.
Yeah, we're fresh out of those. I
Yep.
know.
Yep.
I know.
I don't have Revivify. What kind of paladin do you think I am?
Not the kind that has Revivify.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
Woof.
This is not going anyway how I imagined this fight would go.
Nope.
You know, the first round went about how I thought.
Yep. And then after that one about how I thought it was going to think. Now. And the funny thing is, it's not the plot points to blame.
No, not really. Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Great. It's Angelique's turn. She's going to make her save.
How many of those did they get? Dang.
That's our turn.
3.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if they had
So
that
she makes
many.
her save. Jeez.
We're all basically at the center of it anyway.
Yeah.
Or at least like within 5 feet of it. Or all the us who moved.
So every round is, what, 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So this is going to happen 8 more times, is what we're saying?
At least.
Yeah.
I have plans. Don't worry.
So they involve killing them. I don't have to maintain the spell if
Well-
the enemies are dead.
Killing them and killing them might be 2 different things.
Well, let's drop them first, and we'll worry about semantics later.
We need to take care of this water problem, or he is going to die. She leaps in to catch Zaren's body, just going it's through the
So I circle the drain.
yeah. And then she is going to attempt to leap out while carrying him. Let's see how this goes. Not well. She was trying to leap out to grab onto like a wall or something. And didn't get up to a wall. The furthest she got was back to where she started. So she has your body, but unless somebody else is going to, well,
Is it above
I'm
the
not,
water?
I'm not in the water anymore, though.
it is 5 feet deep.
Which is
So I am in the
chest
water
height
now.
to Jacobin.
Yeah.
Jacobin's 6 foot.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I had him on my shoulder, he'd probably be okay. But I don't know how tall our shoulder she is. She's probably not.
Well, it's also, imagine like a whirling torrent and everything
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
trying to sweep it away from you.
Yeah.
And he's limp, so he's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like the center of his torso is probably up, but the rest of him is probably.
Might be okay. Okay. May. Tyrant guy, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Kill them!
You're gonna kill all of us.
Then make it quick.
Not me, mate.
Yeah. May's just still gonna be up there. She doesn't really have any great options.
No.
Tyrant
I
Kai,
mean-
it's your turn.
She's holding on for dear life. So yeah, no, I was thinking she could do dagger, but
But even then, I mean, they're just magical. They don't have any like plus enchantments or whatever.
yeah.
Still, something.
Yeah.
Just thinking like May, which is a little scary actually. We need to stop.
Yeah, don't try to do that.
I am thinking like Courtney. May's probably panicking, thinking,
Yeah,
I'm going to
yes,
die,
that-
I'm going to
you're
die,
right.
I'm going
Yes.
to die.
Yep.
Yes, that's true.
Again,
Yeah.
For, what, the 5th time?
third.
Third.
Third time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dominique still has a hold of you, or Angelique,
Yes.
Dominique.
and
Yeah.
pinned in the center.
Yeah, we keep smushing those together.
Well, so basically they're all kind of like just outside of like that 10-foot radius center area. That's the sort of the epicenter of this vortex.
You know, Tinker, I'm totally into this. You keep doing it.
You called them weird.
Not only am I going to keep doing it, the range is 120 feet. I'm going to move 30 feet away back out into the hallway to put more distance between myself and the spell while maintaining it.
You just like cast spell, like close the door and walk away.
Okay.
Well, I can still use my action, so I'll move the 30 feet, take the dodge action, and maintain concentration on
Yeah.
Maelstrom.
Twixen.
Can I cast a spell and move at the same time?
You can absolutely do that, but I need you to make a strength save first.
Yes, you do. That's right. 'Cause otherwise, I
I'm
might
no
die.
longer near you.
Okay. 15.
Not
Damage.
enough.
Damage me. Damage me, daddy.
$23.
Down I go.
God damn it.
Okay. It is Dominus's turn. Ugh. It's going to be heavy, I'm sure, but... Sister, this is getting ridiculous.
Does he make his save at the beginning?
He does.
Oh.
Yeah. They're just burning through there.
Yeah, hey. That's a
very
good spell to burn through, though. Remember that.
Basically, he wades forward, grabs Twixen, and just slowly drags.
He moves out of my... as a reaction, will attack him. Because he's got to move past me to do that,
Sure.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, this is so absurd.
This is so dumb. This is by far.
Well, you had to know the minute that this turned into peace talks, and this became, the Senate scene in episode 1. One of us was
I
going to
didn't
do something
expect
terrible.
one of the players to turn into Palpatine and start throwing the Senate at somebody.
What's not? It's entirely in keeping with what we do every time.
So,
How did you not expect this?
That will
Not
hit.
the first time we've been in a similar situation. I think except for May, all of us at one point in time have killed another party member. or come near to it.
And the only reason May hasn't killed someone
Because she
else is
doesn't have an
because she
AoE.
dies
Right,
first.
because she dies really fast.
23 damage.
And I don't
much?
think she has
23.
any AoE.
23?
Like, I think she's all single target damage, so she can't really, like, she'd have to go out of her way to kill someone.
Okay.
Oh no. Sean's thinking about it.
And down he goes.
No,
There you
it's
go.
something that I had forgotten about with vampires. I'm gonna flip my own coin. That's the same thing on both sides. That's not gonna work. All right. So
Pirate ship.
Not that one.
got another one. Let's see. What would be relevant? This will be relevant. So all right. So this side with the game logo,
Yeah.
the Zelda logo, is going to be that, yes, Maelstrom counts as running water.
And vampires cannot cross it.
It's totally running water.
Oh damn!
Well, okay. So, so we'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll
I-
say it's running water then. We'll just decide
it
that.
is. I'm
So in that case,
I mean, is it though? Because, like, it's not, like, where's it going?
in a circle.
well, so here's the thing.
So all you need to do to get rid of a vampire is
so
to
that
refill up
means
your bathtub
that,
and leave the drain open? Like,
That since this started, Dominus actually, at the start of his turn, I'm gonna say, so at the start of his turn, he starts like burning away as if he was being like melted by acid. And those wounds are not stitching back up. And then when you blast him, as like with your hammer, as he's trying to rescue Twixen,
that's so awesome.
he is vaporized
Fuck
and just
yeah!
gone. And just gone.
I look at Angelique. I say, I know you're sad now, babe, but you'll forgive me.
You have noticed that she is starting to melt as well.
Wait.
So Dominus is gone. Jacob, and I need you to make a strength saving throw. Yeah, they take 20 points of acid damage at the start of their turn if they're in running water. Just auto damage, and their regeneration doesn't function.
So
They also don't have their fail-safe measures. So,
Someone read up on vampires.
Dang.
I mean, your siblings are just going to be gone.
Okay.
Because I can tell you right now.
15.
I mean,
No.
Not enough.
Beginning of the story mission success, but
All right. Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I think I'll be okay just for now.
no, I'm not so sure about that. Okay, that sucks slightly less.
26.
Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, approaching not all right, but I'm all right.
In the department of not all right.
Okay, you're sucked toward the center.
Yeah. What's near me now?
There's a whole bunch of broken furniture.
Where's Angelique?
Seraph's body,
He's got to be near me.
Twixen's
Twixen.
body.
They're both.
Yep.
They're both. Angelique is still like, so you're pulled toward the center. She's 15 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Point of order.
Yeah.
The effect
Yeah.
that Jacobin is under. Would he trust Angelique more than his party members?
I think I make that choice. And I would
You do
say-
make that choice. It's
Yeah.
because your party members would be considered to be,
Yeah.
close friends and everything.
Trusted friends who
Same.
should be protected.
Yeah.
So everybody's on the same level.
Yep.
They're thereabouts.
Okay. I just
So personal decision.
well
Some
having,
friends more than others.
Yes.
having that
Yes.
thought
Yeah.
of is he more interested in saving? Well, we all know Jacobin's what Jacob.
No, the first person I'm going to save is Twixen. 100%. Every time. Yeah.
Wow.
Every
Yeah,
time.
Here's the thing. Essentially, you have an impossible choice. There are 3 people that are probably going to die.
Yeah.
Angelique, Twixen, and Seraph.
I heal Twixen.
Okay.
Yeah. Jacobin, that's not even a. Jacobin would do that every time, no matter what. Jacobin thinks
using
Twixen's basically his best friend.
Lay on hands
Yeah.
or cure wounds.
Lay on hand. I don't have any spells left.
Okay.
Lay on hands.
I think you don't have a whole lot of that left either.
I have enough to keep doing it over and over for a while at 1 hit
You're
point.
doing your 1 hit point thing.
Yeah. Here.
Just
One.
boom,
Yeah.
boom.
It's
I-
allowed.
Again, there was when I was watching everybody blowing all their spells.
Yep.
I thought I'm gonna need to save a little bit of this.
Yep. Okay. So Twixen, you are at 1 hit point, I presume.
Yep. 1.
1 hit point. You are conscious. And so, well, you didn't make any death saves anyway or whatever.
nope.
An important consideration is when you are restored back to consciousness, death saves reset.
Right.
It's not like the punishing nature that was 4th edition.
Oh
with
yeah.
that,
No.
where it was you had
You had to do
you had
a long
essentially
rest.
3. Yeah, you had to take a long rest in order to reset failed death saves, and you still only got 3. So it's essentially 3 per day. All right. So that's your turn.
That's it.
Well, you could move back out.
No, I want to be near these bodies.
Okay. Seraph, give me a death save. I hope it's not.
Don't you?
Wait,
Doesn't
so,
he need to make?
so I fail one.
Yeah.
Dink. I succeed one.
Okay.
Still die in that next round then.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I could still.
Yep.
I very well could one and done this.
Yep. You could have won and done this round.
Well,
I've learned that the hard way.
Yep.
Um,
If you got a
okay.
critical botch on your death save, I think that.
It's 2
that's
failures.
Right. It's 2 failures.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Woof.
So yeah. All right. Angelique. Yeah. With the running water, she just melts and is gone.
Okay. Who's next?
Do I still?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Because she's dead.
It's not really clear, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Things are a bit
And given
muddy
that,
up there,
and it is horrific to watch as it's happening.
Yeah. I probably like got one hand on him healing him. I'm trying to like reach for her.
Hot girl.
It's like it's like seeing as if Wilhelm or
Yeah.
Twixen
Yeah.
or I don't know anybody
No,
else.
I
that
thought I
down
was gonna
that
marry
well.
this chick. So
Just we're essentially like destroyed by like melted in a vat of acid.
yeah.
The
is
funny
what it-
thing
is what it
is
looks
though,
like.
once she's dead, the effect ends. So he's like, no. Oh, okay.
We did
Cool.
it, guys.
Hey, good job, Tyre.
Yeah.
Okay, good on you.
So when this happens,
Mission success.
there's kind of a weird lingering feeling where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a little weird.
Now, Dagon also
Okay.
has another odd feeling about all this anyway. Once this is all said and
Yeah.
done.
So she's gone. May's still just up in the post,
Screaming.
That post hasn't
I'm gonna
crashed,
die, I'm gonna
broken
die, I'm
yet?
gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna
It has
die, I'm
not.
gonna die.
Yeah, the bed is not getting swept away.
Most well-constructed bed ever.
It's a magic
Makes
bed.
sense.
Might be a magic
It's a
bed.
magic bed.
Might be a magic
Oh yeah.
It's a mimic. It eats May.
I'm not that evil,
That would be pretty good.
but keep in mind
That would be amazing.
that's a perfect complication for any plot point.
So, what's next on initiative?
You.
All right, I've seen both of them dissolve.
I thought you were down the hallway.
You are down the hallway.
No, not down the hallway. Like I said, I left to get out the door.
He stepped out into the hallway.
And then you moved 30 feet down the hall.
No, I used my 30 feet to, because I backed up a little bit from the table to cast Maelstrom without getting caught in it in the meantime, but I was still in the room. I used my movement to get basically outside the door looking in, because I need to maintain eye contact to keep the spell going. Actually, I don't know the ruling on that. I don't think breaking line of sight
We were also
breaks
never given
concentration.
measurements of the room, so it's hard for us to know.
I mean, the room was roughly like a 30-foot radius, kind of thing. It's a little bigger than that because that's the radius of dawn. And you guys were kind of in the middle. The hallway outside is about 15 feet wide. So I'll say yes,
Okay.
that you can see what's going on.
All right, mission accomplished. The chanting stops with a weird sort of sweeping gesture. The water seems to gush out of between every crack of flagstone in the floor and walls, and just kind of leaving soaked, shattered furniture everywhere, and a very drenched room and most of the party. That's it. Tyron Kai just stands still in the doorway, just looking at this scene.
Scene of complete and utter chaos and destruction.
Yeah.
He is deeply pleased at the chaos and destruction and the fact that it worked. And also a deep part of his back is tickled. No, because the vampires died of acid damage. That pleases him somehow on a deep primal level.
Twixen.
I go up to Seraph, cure wounds. Last one. 11 points of damage are healed.
So you're at 11. Yeah.
Maxed out my roll.
Figured.
What? I'm going to sit up and look for my siblings,
Gone.
like clothes and everything.
Yep.
No armor left or anything?
No.
Or
Nope.
weapons? Wow.
Tyron Kai, not sauntering, but this is the first time he's felt good in a few days. And he walks with his crest proudly displayed, sees Seraph frantically like searching. What? They are with the Black One now. And gives a deep hiss as he curls his lips into a toothy smile before returning to his expressionless face and walking forward, angrily glaring at May as he draws closer to her.
So I remember
You remember everything.
everything.
And for you, it's especially conflicting, given your history and everything. Give me an insight check.
21.
despite the fact that you were under a magical influence, you get the impression that they were actually telling you the truth of everything that they discussed.
I'm confused.
What do you mean you're confused? We won.
And
All-
that, well, and with a 21, it seemed like the magical enchantment was kind of a way of not quite surrendering, but as a way of saying like, yeah, we're pretty messed up. We're definitely not going to win this fight. And it was a way of like an escape tactic, essentially. The intent was to talk and then leave. Yeah.
From the insight roll, I mean, they told the truth about the cause of what made them undead.
Yep.
Were they truthful about their willingness?
Yes.
All this time, I believed they had chosen this.
Well, you also got the sense that they fully believed in the necessity of raising an undead army after they threw off their purpose of that it was essentially a do whatever it takes to fight against the Fae, and whatever it takes is being monsters.
Okay, Sargeras.
Yeah.
Not quite. Not quite.
It's basically the same thing.
It's the other side of it.
The fact that they started this journey unwilling adds a wrinkle that makes this most uncomfortable.
Yeah, but they chose to continue it.
To that point, you're accurate.
Ravaging their own country to try to save it.
And
That doesn't add up. That just makes zero. Nobody wins, even if they thought they did.
And it means nothing. Their troubles are over now. And
I'm not so
are-
sure, May pipes up as she climbs down.
And they have made us aware we have more enemies to deal with. We came here to end the undead threat,
Yeah, but
one war at a time.
the Court of Gloom is bad news.
Yeah, and then somebody can take care of it. Maybe it's us, maybe it's someone else like us.
And these
But it's
two-
not worth sacrificing.
What would I need to
nation.
roll for Zarin to put 2 and 2 together with that situation with the circle
Well,
and May?
I will remind the party that during that episode, you in particular recalled information about the Court of Gloom. That is sort of the Fey kingdom that borders this one. And they are basically Fey of darkness and shadow.
So, May, you're saying they were doing the right thing by turning the people of this nation into undead abominations.
No. Just that the Court of Gloom is also a really bad
Then
problem.
find another way to deal with it.
And now we have one problem to deal with.
Terenkai's right.
Although, it is true that we only have one problem to deal with.
We have more than that. Don't forget, there's a Kraken out there somewhere. We're one
They
less,
still have the bomb.
but we
too,
don't know
right?
what the total is.
And
We
these
didn't
were
get the bomb back, right?
And these were the Kraken's allies.
They still have the bomb.
would have been advantageous if we could have forced the two of them to fight and worn them down and took out whatever remained. But at this point, it's academic. This has become far more serious.
They also could have cut our throats in our sleep. You've seen what attempting to show mercy got them. Do not make their mistake. Well, that Tyrant Kai hisses and draws closer yet again to May and is hissing something that sounds like coward.
Are the
Remember the value of not showing mercy when you think upon what's left of your clan, Terran Kai. We need to secure this room so we can rest. We
Also-
are in a bad way.
Cutting people's throats in their sleep. Interesting choice of words.
are the coffins still there?
They are still there.
I want to check them out.
Okay. They're finally made. They look like they were custom made to fit within the cabinets,
Yeah.
or their wardrobes rather. But they're padded on the inside, wooden.
No remains of those two then, like,
No, there's no trace.
okay. I'm just gonna... Jacobin, though, feeling like this was what he came here to do,
So,
doesn't quite feel better.
yeah.
No.
I'm gonna say you all hear from just outside the room, just
Of course.
and in walks a burly man.
Does it look like a man or does it look like an undead?
Does not look like an undead.
Does it look like any kind of fae?
Unclear, as Fae take many different forms.
Do you need me to make a perception check?
How about let me finish the description of the guy?
I may throw my spear at him first.
Okay, let me finish my description and then. Okay. Very broad. Built kind of like a dwarf, but roughly 8 feet tall. Wearing like hide armors with big, thick, sort of metal-clad boots. With the head of a boar.
Yeah, I'm chucking my spear at him. 22 to hit.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I think I figured out who this is. Jacob
Catches
would be both disappointed and excited if this hit.
Catches the spear. Finely crafted.
Okay.
All right. Sort of takes it lengthwise and throws it back to you.
I spin from looking at the coffins when I hear this.
Impressive work, Jacobin.
I chuck down my hammer. Why don't I feel any better?
Well, your work's not done yet.
This was supposed to be it. This was the end.
Do you
They're
think...
the ones who got my brother killed. When I took care of this, that was it. Then I was done.
There's more undead in this castle that need to be slayed, Jacobin. In fact, there's far bigger threats in this castle than those two non-existent piles of goo. It's not just those who were in charge. It's the work that they were doing.
The engine's still here, Jacob.
This guy gets it. I like him.
We are in no shape to offer further battle.
Just never gonna fucking end. Will it?
Vengeance rarely does.
Who is this?
Take a wild fucking guess.
I guess that with your background, you are able to put two and two together.
No.
There are a few occasions when I appear to mortals.
Where do you think all the fucking sparkles came from when I swung the hammer around?
That does make quite a bit more sense.
Who's
now.
the only other being in existence who could be as angry or angrier than me?
That makes significantly more sense.
It's true.
I'm going to just sort of circle him.
You just
I
yeah.
continue.
Thank
This
you.
is exciting. This doesn't happen often.
Tyrant Kai looks a little bemused and is holding his chest and is breathing very heavily, looking very, very exhausted. Not too rough. He's not bloodied, but somebody needs a nap.
So what makes you want to show your face?
Well, you seemed like you needed some reassurance.
You ain't helping.
Oh, I'm not. Do you want me to just take your power away?
Might be better off.
No. I think I have something better in mind.
Yeah, for sure. Just a tool. That's all I am. I pick up the hammer.
He walks over to you. Hold out the hammer. He grabs with a massive, meaty hand the head of the hammer and then puts the other one sort of on your forehead. And his hands glow. And you see kind of radiance surge within the hammer. And you feel a surge of power, Jacob. And you hear in your head, what they spawned. Not that way, Jacobin. Not that way.
I knew it.
They're what they created with their foul magic. Something that poses a threat to even the gods. Needs to be taken care of. Not for me, but for all of you, people of Twill. Maybe even the whole world. And then, of course, you got a score to settle with that big tentacled beast. Now, if you want to keep doing that, I'll keep lending you my power.
Apparently, I'm doing whatever you tell me to do.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. You just keep fighting. You just keep living. So that you can make the world a better place for your brother. And when you're ready, I have my own score to settle. And if you want to help me, I'll take your help. There's some gods that are a little derelict in their duties. And you seem like you might want to take a crack at that at some point.
He told me this once, didn't he?
Yes.
Was it the bear?
Yes. Kadava,
Yeah.
who
Yeah, I remember.
is the goddess of protection.
The bear bitch. I remember.
Let's go. Jacobin, your hammer has a new power.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When you are at full hit points, you can throw radiant bursts of energy from your hammer. So essentially,
You have a Zelda hammer.
what it does is it deals hammer, like your regular damage, as radiant damage
Nice.
up to a distance of 30 feet.
Damn. Pretty good.
And if it turns out that, I'll keep an eye on how effective it is.
Yeah.
And we may change it to if you're above 50% health.
Whatever.
So,
You're the new tank.
Sounds good.
I'll stay behind you.
Sounds good.
now,
Just for flavor wise, can we say it shoots out like little radiant hammers? That like
You swing it, just a little
that
radiant
depends.
hammer.
Are you Jacobin, champion of hammers? But then, of course, the answer is probably. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Just for my own imagination.
Maybe not little hammers. What it does is like you throw it and then it creates like a spectral golden, like
Yeah.
radiant hammer
Like
that
a,
spins out.
a shadow.
You got
or
hammer
like
of
a
wrath.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
a
it's kind-
radiant image of your hammer
Yeah.
continues to spin at the
That's,
enemy.
that's kind of what the Master Sword does.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah.
Sure.
Meta suggestion.
Yeah.
Flip it, maybe.
Oh, under 50% health?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's up to you. That's just something we can talk about.
We'll for now,
Yeah,
we'll
that-
keep it to,
doesn't matter right now.
for now, keep it to
Right.
above 50% health.
Okay.
So, and that should be easy enough to keep track of. So, and if we decide that it should be changed, we'll change it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah, then he turns. Now, there are some other matters that I have to attend to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Seems the presence of the Kraken has started to cause a stir among the other gods. So, it's not good. But
It isn't. Oh, I thought the Kraken was a good thing. Thanks for the news.
some gods it is.
I'm sure they all have their own champions going about.
Well, in a way, the Kraken is a champion.
You want to tell a little more about that? Might be helpful for us.
All right. I would say sit down, but seems like you all had enough of sitting.
Oh, he's a funny man too.
I sit down.
The Kraken,
I lend a counterpoint melody to his stories he's telling. Something dark and creepy.
is somewhat more or less of an agent of Ogress, god of the seas. It was really a weapon back during the wars between him and Fespon. It seems that the awakening of the Kraken and the release of it has started to stir Fespon's own weapon. And that's really causing some problems there.
And what's this other weapon?
It's big, tears up the land.
Oh. So, when did we arrive at the Hoenn region? Anyone?
Yeah.
Approximately 2 years ago.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. I mean, yeah, just go back and look at the deity list.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then keep that in mind. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's a bad enough threat. I mean, it's made to fight not only champions of gods, but gods themselves. The two of them. So. And I really don't want to know what happens when Luktov or Kure get involved. That would not be good for mortal folk. Granted, y'all have it coming. But
Of course we do, I'm sure.
that's a story for another day. But yeah. Yeah, basically, and he says this as he starts to get up and, like, walk out. Yeah, there's basically what amounts to an undead stillborn god somewhere on the other side of the castle. Yeah, you should go take care of that.
I mean, you're here. Why don't you just do it?
Yeah, that's the thing about, like, dead gods. They tend to suck the life out of living gods pretty prolifically. And let's put it this way. If I lose my powers, you lose your powers. And then vengeance kind of gets out of whack in the world. But here, I'll throw your companions some of, well, just a small fragment of power, because, you know, they don't have agendas like you do, Jacobin. You know, they're not driven like you are.
Oh, yeah.
He snaps his fingers and disappears. When he does that, any maximum hit point reduction is wiped away from the 5 of you.
May, in the main hand, is doing cartwheels and funky chicken dances right now.
I mean, that's pretty helpful for me, too.
Yeah. Does not restore hit points to maximum. Just your maximum hit point to maximum. So, yeah. May still only has 2 hit points. It's just now if you sneeze on her, she won't just auto die.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
That's great.
You know, she'll
I
just
feel cold.
she'll
coming
just
on.
regular die.
Well, May, remember what my God did for you and pay attention to my lessons because they come directly from him.
Fuck you.
It's funny. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Vengeance, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It sucks, actually.
I'm examining the room, making sure that there's no other entrances other than the one that they came in. What are you figuring out? Why he's an asshole?
Give me investigation. We'll say Maya will help you. So take advantage.
Yay! Because that roll sucked. That one's better. Investigation 19.
You don't find any other passages. You check the bath. There's no other exit out of the bath.
Okay.
You do find so the pool itself is like large, like lined with stone and everything. It's like a stone bath, for lack of a better term, like a big master bath kind of thing. It appears to be filled with blood.
Tight.
So that's disconcerting.
Bathe in the blood of your enemies.
You do find some correspondence that looks like it was being written, but it wasn't finished,
Okay.
detailing sort of the alliance with the agents of the Kraken, and how by allying themselves with that, they can ensure that, number one, of the island's safety, so that it won't be swallowed by the waves, in exchange for, you know, their help in aiding the rest of their plans, and that the Kraken, being a powerful, destructive force, can help keep back the Fae as well. It looks like it's a message that's being written to another group, like another cell, back in the Esper Sea.
How could the soul shields have fallen so low? In searching the room, there's no other. The door is it.
The door is it, yeah.
We need to secure the door, and we need to rest.
And how do you propose we do that?
We didn't destroy the door, did we? We just figured out how to open
You
it.
did not destroy the door. That is correct. You've just you were able to figure out how to open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you may have picked it or something.
Yeah.
Okay. But the enchantment that keeps it from being broken is still on it.
I believe so.
I thought there was
Yeah,
a
because
bar.
they
There
opened
was a
it from
metal
the
bar.
inside.
Right.
was the throne room.
They opened it. I
Yeah.
forgot about
We
that
couldn't
part.
get through it,
They
so they had to
cast
open it.
darkness and they opened the door.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
There was also an illusion that kind of kept it from being seen from the other side.
right.
I don't know if I dispelled that or what, but I don't think I did.
I feel like one of us broke the bar that was on the other side.
That was the throne room.
That was the
No,
throne room.
yeah, that was
Oh, the
Yeah.
throne room. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. That's right.
Okay, sorry.
Before we continue, we need to rest.
How
Close the
long?
door, secure it, and take this opportunity to recover our energy. Someone should probably figure out how to empty the bath and what is up with that bed, because that is the only thing in the room that has not been destroyed.
At this point, Tyron Kai notices one of the coffins. What is that?
The undead need to sleep in an enclosed space.
Jigabin sits down on the edge of the bed and just kind of lies back, and
It's very comfortable.
yeah, I'm just like taking a moment.
Twixen, can you tell what kind of magic is, or Seraph, what kind of magic is on affecting this bed?
Not at the
Presume
moment.
this is May.
Yeah. Well, you have ritual casting, right?
Any spell that says ritual, you can cast as a ritual.
Well,
I'm pretty sure,
if
right?
so, ritual casting is a class feature.
Yeah.
Right.
So, because some classes, like Ranger,
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I don't get it either.
don't
Bards
think
do.
I do I?
Yeah. So you can cast any bard spell you know as a ritual.
So yeah, I will. Okay, yep.
So basically, it takes like 10 minutes to cast detect magic as a
Yeah,
ritual.
we've got some time.
While they're doing that, Tyron Kai
Yeah, it's
going
got
into
the
the
R's, so-
bathroom. And you said the coffins are in the bathroom, or they're
No,
nearby?
the next.
No,
on
the
either side of
coffins
the
are in
bed.
the bedroom. The bathroom has the bath and the pool of blood in it. Which I haven't indicated other than saying someone needs to figure out how to empty the
Okay.
bath.
Tyron Kai is going to take a close look at the coffins. Does he feel anything when he's there looking at them?
Confusion.
Confusion.
As to,
I will do one better. I will cast Identify on the bed.
Oh,
as a
okay.
ritual.
Oh, good.
okay, so it's not like it's not a specific item per se, but it is basically the enchantment on the bed is like to make it indestructible.
Tyron Kai doesn't trust it. It's something he's outside his realm of experience. Produce flame and throws one at one of the coffins.
Okay. It like smolders the insides, and they, like it deals fire damage to it, but because of like the water and everything that was swirling around and stuff, it is somewhat soaked. So it doesn't like start catching fire and now the room's on fire.
Yeah.
But I mean, it catches fire, you know, and smolders out.
Tyron Kai turns back to Seraph. Should we destroy these?
Would I need to roll Arcana or Religion to figure out whether or not there's any chance of them regenerating in the coffins?
Keep religion.
No matter what the actual answer is. 17.
Based on the stories that you've heard of vampires, I mean, they would return to their coffin to regenerate and reform or whatever, but there would be something left to return to the coffin. And I mean, you were out, but you're not finding any trace of anything. Like, I mean, like the clothing's all gone, the equipment's gone. I mean, your sister's staff was left behind, but the maelstrom like tore that into pieces. Like it ran through a wood chipper.
Yeah.
It is just a level above sawdust.
If there was something left to enter the coffins, I would say there's a risk. If you can find something left to enter the coffins of my siblings, then they may be at risk. I've searched the room. I'm fairly certain there isn't enough left.
I mean, Tyron Kai,
But-
they melted. I mean, they really melted.
That's May, I'm assuming.
That's May.
The staff was just wood.
Yeah.
The bed is indestructible.
That's really flippin' useful.
I mean, I've heard stories of humans.
Oh,
It might-
yeah.
It might be useful.
How about we put it in front of the door?
That might be a good idea. I don't know. I just don't know what to do at this point.
I start pushing
Allegedly,
the bed.
there's some undead stillborn god left that we need to take care of. So,
Yeah. What is up with that?
It sounds really metal and awesome, I know, but
And you said something about an engine?
I start pushing the bed in front of the door.
May does not help you do that.
Yep.
With her 8 strength.
Yep.
She gets stuff out of the way. Let's put it that way. Like moves broken chairs and stuff out of the way.
The undead, while not natural, have a higher occurrence of occurring in Twill. However, in order to create the numbers that we have seen, there needs to be something to do it. Like an engine or a factory. Something to create the absurd number of undead that we faced.
Oh, well, that's great. Okay.
So this is beyond what even a coven of necromancing wizards would be capable of doing. They'd expend their abilities and be exhausted by the level of effort just to go through what we've faced. We've only faced the edge of the wave from what I can see. If we don't kill this threat at the root, the engine, the threat continues.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like we've got something to do then. But, and Jacobin looks around at everybody. We're not in much of shape to do anything, I don't think, right now.
Seraph, you hear kind of in the back of your head. Seraph, what's your status? It's, your, contact,
Yeah.
Hadra.
Pardon me a moment, everyone. Close my eyes. We've made it to the throne room, and we've made it into the Queen's chamber area. We've dealt with 2 of the major threats. But the existential threat to the region continues. The undead engine still needs to be destroyed. We've cut the head off of the beast, but the beast still lives.
You hear back. Well, what you did seems to have some sort of effect on the forces outside. They do seem to, as if their tactical acumen was broken. And the Night Watchers are gaining ground. It seems, well, for good or ill, many undead that are left are fleeing into the woods and scattering. Which is, well, good for our operation, and bad for, well, surrounding towns, perhaps. Should be a few days before any of them actually make it, and who knows what sort of grouping they'll have.
Any of the forces who are able to be deployed should probably be utilized to keep them from threatening any of the villages and minimize the damage caused by any groupings they may generate. At the moment, we need to hold the Rose Gardens so that we can deal with the threat within. Because while the tactical acumen of the undead on site have been dealt with, the threat has not.
I see what you mean. It seems more of those wraiths are coming out of that hallway. We haven't been spotted, don't worry.
Everyone with you as well.
Ah, yes, the warrior's brother. Yes, we're both fine.
Good. We need to take an opportunity to regain our strength. Significant amount of effort was required to deal with the enemy generals.
And when you say that, you hear, all of you, well, dearies, do you need some help?
I knew she was in charge of all this. Come out, you witch.
Well, I'm not actually there, you see. Or there, as you're looking around.
Yeah.
It's Jacob, indeed. It's magic.
I ain't gotta explain shit.
But it sounds like you're in a bit of trouble and you could use a rest. Now, I mean, I can certainly help you with that from even this far distance.
How many children did you have to sacrifice to make this happen?
None! Why do you always assume that I sacrifice children?
It's obvious.
How many adults?
None.
I'm gonna roll Arcana
Okay.
to try and remember the other Fey chords.
Okay.
And whether there are any that would be interested in messing with the gloom.
The Court of Gloom. Sure.
While you make that roll, there is something I want to do before we wrap up. It's
Yeah.
just I don't want to interrupt the flow of what's going on, and there's no real good point to interject. So just before
No,
we
go
call
ahead.
it a night. No.
Oh, okay.
Please continue. I don't want to interrupt the flow of it. I just want
Ah.
to make sure we don't end before I get a chance to do it.
16.
Okay. So basically, I was just gonna let you make your roll and then decide like how many fake courts because there's a lot,
Well,
and they're all kind of.
But they're
Yeah.
all fighting with each other.
Yeah,
Is there any that fits the particular description of our mysterious old lady benefactor?
Unclear. But some courts you would assume would be opposed to the Court of Gloom would be the Summer Court. They are considered to be like the friendliest of Fae. They're also kind of in league with the Kingdom of Lilinosti. The Autumn Reapers are another one where it's they are Fae concerned with the season of autumn and the harvest that also delight in trickery and essentially their particular gathering is the harvest festivals, which coincide with like All Hallows Eve in our world and Halloween. They particularly don't take a liking to the Court of Gloom because the Court of Gloom is actively malicious and like, yeah, and they're just mischievous. The Green Court, which is centered around plants, and the Court of Stars, which are sort of, we'll say, Seelie Fae courts concerned with sort of evening and sort of positive aspects of night.
That's the one.
So the moon, the stars, sort of,
Okay.
and things like that.
I'm going to take note of these thoughts, but not necessarily comment on them quite
Okay.
yet, because
Yep.
it's beginning to. Now that we've got confirmation that the Fae is involved, the fact that she keeps popping up to help us, she's being too friendly to just be friendly.
Maybe she was just a crazy old lady who doesn't like undead in her kingdom.
Oh, it's in her kingdom, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just a witch playing long con on us.
Or that.
Oh,
Or
God,
she
it's just
could
like,
just
no,
be-
I'm gonna hammer this storyline into being.
Or she could
Literally.
just.
Literally.
If only you had a coin you could spend
With
on it.
radiant hammers now.
Radiant hammers. So, why don't we do your thing?
Okay, Tyrant Kai takes out the mossy stone that he acquired from inside the gelatinous cube at great risk, and try and see what it is.
Okay.
So what is it?
It's mossy stone.
Yeah, it's
It's a
an
stone
orb
covered in
about
moss.
this big. Doesn't seem to have any kind of markings or anything. It's smooth, but as I said, has like coloration and everything that gives it like a mossy texture. And now looking at it in like proper lighting conditions and everything, almost also like a the part that's not mossy has a coloration that makes it look like brackish water.
Okay.
After carrying it with you this time, does not seem to have any magical properties because there was nothing to attune to.
Okay. I'm afraid that just won't do.
Okay.
That is a magic item. What is it?
Okay.
Or if you need until our next session to decide what it is, but that's what I'm using the coin for.
Okay. So we'll say.
That's what you were saving.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
That's a good one.
So
Congratulations on your cursed item.
this
Yeah.
this one's easy enough.
It is magical.
Yeah.
It is magical and it's evil.
I
It's
had that
sentient,
thought too.
magical, and very, very evil.
Not evil.
Just
It is cursed.
Okay.
The magic
I had a
is.
feeling if I told
So the magic is.
the most
I
cursed
will say
item.
that you can attune to the nature of it to figure out what it is. It is a keystone. So literally, the magic is it is a key that fits and is part of a set that opens a door. So it's not like it has magical power so much as it is a magical key that's required to open a door. Along when
that could be good.
when plugged in with the other stones. The curse is
Yes, okay. Lay it on me.
you're starting to notice the longer that you hold on to this thing, and like it's been
A little while.
we'll say maybe an hour or so. That like your scales are kind of itching. And when you look at the spots that are itching, they are growing over with moss.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
And we'll say, that they're in conspicuous spots. And that we'll end the session with the rest of your party noticing that you have moss kind of growing out of what were previously like kind of fallen patches of scales and stuff.
I am Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yep.
So, Thank you for joining us for Tales of Jemmora, the Kraken's Wake. We discussed in the break, so the next 2 sessions that we would normally do, there are sort of conflicts with the studio. So in 2 weeks, we are going to do another world building session. So join us right back here on Twitch. Won't be on PCTV, unfortunately. But and then you can join. Some of the cast will join me if they wish on stream, and we'll chit chat about world building stuff. Any questions that folks might have, pop in the chat, ask me, and we'll answer them. And then 2 weeks after that, we will do kind of a roundtable where we will take your questions, viewers and listeners. So you can write in to podcast@jemmora.com, or you can follow any of the social media channels at 8-Bit Adventures and send us messages there. So that about wraps it up, unless anybody has any other announcements. So, what do you guys think of the plot coins?
I like it.
Delicious.
Good.
Have to get some practice on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
like
it'll
it a
get
lot.
better. It'll get better.
Yeah.
I really like yours. I like that.
I like
Good.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it turned out to be something. Okay, it's part of something and
Yeah.
confers no benefit, and
that's
it's turning me
that's
into
a
whole story arc.
Confers no
You just
benefit.
created a whole new story
Yeah,
arc.
but yes.
Maybe.
Did I?
Maybe.
Maybe I had it planned this whole time.
Maybe you did.
Maybe it's a story arc I've actually had planned for another game since middle school.
Could be.
So,
I like it.
we're tuning out for the night, everyone. So, have fun, happy gaming, enjoy your pie cake, and regain those maximum hit points, Courtney.
Yeah. Important.
Don't forget.